The Starshade is like a large bicycle wheel, but it has to fit on top of a rocket. So when we launch it, it deploys its pedals, it then expands its inner structure almost to the size of a baseball diamond. This large structure has its own propulsion system, and it propels itself in the direction of a target star, and then the telescope will lag behind, and then it blocks that light from the star, and then we can take a picture of it. We are really excited about exoplanets for one of the oldest questions known to man. Are we alone? An exoplanet is a planet that orbits another star. Over 90% of all the exoplanets that have been discovered have not actually been imaged, because the star is so bright and the planet is so faint. The biggest technology is being able to block the glare of the star. In this room here, this is our Starshade laboratory. We are developing technologies to do just that.
So one important aspect of the Starshade is that you cannot just have a disk. The light will bend around the disk into the telescope. So what you need is a precisely shaped Starshade that bends the light around the petals and into an annulus around the telescope. One of the biggest challenges is we have this very large 22-meter diameter Starshade with these 6-meter petals that has to stow into a very small 5-meter launch fairing. We had an engineer here that was working on origami-inspired solar arrays, and he came up with this design that can take a flat sheet and stow it up. And as you can see here, as it deploys out into a Starshade-like structure. This hardware we developed to look at how do we wrap the petals and tie them down for launch. So you can imagine each one of these long set of metal spines here represents the petals in their length. So what we can do is practice stowing up pairs of petals and figuring out how do we tie them down for launch. One of the goals of our technology development here is to be ready to fly in the mid-2020s.
If we can find planets that have atmospheres and maybe rocky planets like our own Earth, that increases the possibilities that life may exist.